All right, let's dive into one of the most hyped phones of the year. We're talking about a device that's trying to shake things up in a world of, well, boring black rectangles. This is the Nothing Phone 3 explained.
I mean, you can tell right away, can't you? This is something different. It just doesn't look like any other phone on the market. And honestly, that's the whole point. It's making a statement before you even power it on.
And this quote, it really hits the nail on the head. It gets right to the core of what Nothing is all about. The phone world has kind of become a sea of sameness, and they're trying to inject a little bit of personality, maybe even some fun, back into the tech we carry around every single day.
So, that brings us to the big question, the one we're really going to dig into here. With its wild design, and you'll see a very aggressive price tag, could this be the phone that finally makes you question spending over $1,000 on a flagship from Apple or Samsung? Let's find out.
Okay, first up, a different kind of phone, because you really have to start with the design. Let's break down what exactly makes this thing look so unique.
So this right here, this is the Glyph Interface. And those lights on the back, they are not just for show. This year, they're 40% brighter and actually useful. There's a great example from the review. Imagine you're on a crowded subway. A specific light pattern can tell you if a call is from your boss or if it's just spam, all without you ever having to pull your phone out of your pocket. Now that is clever. But you know, there's always a catch with a design this slick. That gorgeous glass back is, and I'm quoting here, a fingerprint magnet on steroids. And yeah, it really is. Now, Nothing does include a clear case in the box, which is nice of them, but it also kind of defeats the whole purpose of having this crazy cool design in the first place, right? All right, let's move on to where this phone really starts to punch way above its weight. The design might be the hook, but it's the screen, the speed, and the software where this thing starts to get seriously compelling, especially for what it costs. Get this number, 4,000 nits peak brightness. What on earth does that actually mean for you? Well, it means you can be on a beach in the middle of a sunny day and your screen is still perfectly crystal clear readable. The reviewer put it right next to an iPhone 15 Pro, which was totally washed out in the same light. That's a huge, huge win. And that top-tier experience keeps going when you look at performance. It's running the exact same Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip that you find in phones that cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars more, like the top-of-the-line Galaxy S24 Ultra. So this is not some mid-range phone in a pretty costume, this is real, raw flagship power. And if you want a concrete example of that power, just look at this. A 3-minute 4K video project. We're talking color grading, transitions, the whole shebang. It exported the entire thing in just 47 seconds. That is blazing fast. And here's the real kicker. The Nothing Phone 3 didn't just keep up with the competition, it actually beat the iPhone 15 in a head-to-head test. I mean, think about that. It's faster at this task than a phone that costs way more. That's just a massive statement. Now, the third piece of this performance puzzle is the software. This is Nothing OS 3.0. And the whole philosophy here is to be clean, to be fast, and maybe most importantly, to be free of junk. And here's the best part. There is zero bloatware. The first time you turn this thing on, there are only 22 apps installed. That's it. No weird carrier apps, no 2 different calendar apps. You could argue it's the cleanest, purest version of Android you can get outside of Google's own Pixel phones. And it has some really smart widgets that actually help you multitask better. Okay, so far this phone is sounding almost perfect, right? It's beautiful, it's fast, the screen is incredible. Well, here comes the one big but. To get all that performance and hit this price point, something had to give. And yeah, that something is the camera. So the compromise is actually pretty simple to understand. In good lighting during the day, the photos are spectacular. They're sharp, the colors are great, chef's kiss. But as soon as the sun goes down, it's a completely different story. The images are just okay. They're softer, there's more digital noise. They just don't hold up to what you'd get from those pricier flagship competitors. So what's the final verdict? Is this your next phone? Well, keeping that camera compromise in mind, let's pull it all together, because it really comes down to one thing: value. And a huge piece of that value puzzle is the battery. After a really heavy day of use, we're talking GPS, streaming, some gaming, the reviewer went to bed at midnight with 23% still left in the tank. That is legit, no stress, all-day battery life. But this chart, this is where the value proposition just becomes undeniable. For $699, you're getting 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. To get less RAM and literally half the storage from Samsung or Apple,
you have to spend $100 more. You are just getting so much more for your money here, it's not even a debate.
So let's break it down real simple. Who should probably pass on this phone? It's a very specific person, the hardcore mobile photographer. If you absolutely need the best possible photos in a dark restaurant or at a concert at night, you should probably skip this and look at a Pixel or an iPhone 15 Pro instead. Okay, so then who should buy it, honestly? Honestly, pretty much everyone else. If what you care about is a drop-dead gorgeous screen, top-of-the-line performance, a battery that just won't quit, and getting an incredible deal, then yeah, this is absolutely the phone you should be looking at.
So look, at the end of the day, the Nothing Phone 3 isn't perfect, but maybe it doesn't need to be. In a market that's gotten so predictable, it proves you don't have to spend a fortune for a truly premium experience, and that final quote from the review really says it all. It might just be the most interesting phone you can buy. And you know what? That counts for a lot.